Welcome to the channel, Jaden Shades. Now if you're new, remember to like, share and subscribe. Now following what has been exposed by Andre Stevens, the PMP and other political analysts, Prime Minister Andrew Holness is now begging Jamaicans not to turn their backs on his government and urging them to remain focused and not get distracted by tactics being used by those wishing to unseat his administration. Now what has been exposed is the alleged surplus of tax dollars collected by the administration and also the laws being put in place. I'm not going to hear what we continue reasoning. Look and listen.
You collect $80 billion worth of surplus, but yet still it can't be spent on the people. Wow. You collect $80 billion surplus last year, but it can't be spent on social amenities for the people. Jamaica, I want you to do the maths with me and you tell me if the maths add up. If a government gets $80 billion surplus from the revenues them collect and pick the on floor asleep, tell me if that government is a caring government. Prime Minister of Clarks, Prime Minister of Radam, am I telling a lie on your government tonight? Talk Jamaica people say that I'm telling lie on them government. When I talk you hear that they are paid bloggers telling lie on the Prime Minister. When I talk I hear that they are members and bloggers telling lies on the government. Where is the lie, Nestor Morgan? Nestor Morgan, where is the lie being told? Nestor Morgan, am I telling a lie that children are... Or am I telling Jamaica the truth tonight, Nestor Morgan? Prime Minister Holness, am I telling a lie on your government? Prime Minister Holness, am I telling a lie on your government? Prime Minister of Clarks, Prime Minister of Radam, am I telling a lie on your government tonight? Because when they start telling lie on the Prime Minister, when they say my agenda is paid to tell lie on the Prime Minister, the evidence is there, the child is on the floor, Prime Minister. Can you answer to that question tonight? Minister Christopton, what is the reality? Is there a shortfall in your budget? Are you getting enough support from the government of Jamaica? Holness says something is definitely fundamentally, philosophically wrong with this country. And when I ask what is the legacy of the Prime Minister, here is one of my response. Oppression. Oppression on poor people. Oppression on the disenfranchised, the vulnerable. Oppressive governance, oppressive government. So when I speak about legacy Jamaica, that is oppression. To know that you're going to work your honest bread and on your way, law enforcers stopped you because a government changed under the Road Traffic Act specifications without consultation, Jamaica. You understand where I'm coming from? So all I am saying to you tonight, this oppressive governance, this oppressive government, you need to do a reality check, Jamaica. This is one of the many legacies of this government. Oppression. Oppression. Let my people go. When Israel was in bondage came, a sea before them lay. The Lord reached out his mighty hand. Jamaica, we're under the system of Pharaoh. The system of oppression, the system of hold on, the used to hold up captivation, the system that hold many of us down. The 3 million Jamaicans are here are under the system of chattel slavery. We are bound under this government. A time for them let we go. A time for them let we go and make Jamaicans free up and move up. That's prosperity. A prosperity where you can name food and can be better off. A prosperity that when you look into your picnic them, you can say to them, I can go buy a food on you and can eat a good decent dinner. When you charge that man that 5 or 10,000, Everything you look in this country is another system of oppression. See somebody has said, yo, me want left. The road them in the street where them a tell you, taxi man want left, farmer want left, teacher want left, nurse want left, doctor want left. Notice there's something wrong. You cannot say an economy. You cannot say an economy doing well, but the people not feeling the wellness of the economy. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. Tell me if I lie, me I tell. I'm shut up and I'm going to bed tonight. You cannot say economy are the well and the people not feel the well in the economy. The people not feel.
Now, the Prime Minister also stated that he was under the impression that the PMP's propaganda was reflected in the polls and not an actual poll conducted in fairness. He was also quoted as saying, the public is looking on what is being said in the media and not what is actually happening. They are being distracted by merchants of negativity who would seek to also spread falsehood about what the government is actually doing. Holness continued by saying, the Jamaican electorate should not drop their hands. They should not turn from the government, but they should keep heart, remain focused, because your government is doing a phenomenal job in taking projects that will benefit the Jamaican citizens. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me if you agree with these statements being made by the Prime Minister. Now, in outlining ways in which he said the government is serving the Jamaican people, Holness pointed to several major investment projects across the country. It included the ongoing Cornwall Regional Rehabilitation Project, the construction of a Western Children and Adolescent Healthcare Facility, the expansion of both the terminal building and the runway of the Sangster International Airport, which is said to allow more visitors to visit the island. Something seemingly to be geared towards tourism still. Now, the Prime Minister also pointed out that the country has never seen the level of investment seen now taking place simultaneously at any time in the previous 40 years, saying that whether it be the previous PMP administration or even previous JLP administrations, no government aside from his government has ever seen this level of simultaneous investment. Talk to me. Tell me if you agree with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister also scaled back. He said, we are asking for people's understanding and people's continued interest. And he also said, of course, people's continued constructive criticism. He said, but we also ask that people take into consideration the full picture of what is happening and not just what is being discussed on the media. It seems as if these polls, which some hint at being commissioned by the opposition, has really sent some type of signal or message to the administration in power. Now they are seeing the people's frustrations with the administration shown in a poll. Remember, the government in power now was elected in a landslide election. At the first, the government in power now, whether led by anybody, had ever seen a majority win of that nature. Now the polls say something else. Even supporters of the party, who still say they are supporters of the party, them just don't like the direction in which the party is taking the country. And that are definitely something where the Prime Minister and other elected officials have taken into consideration. And I guess something where we see it take place within this administration and something where the administration themselves or the Prime Minister himself they talk about. And that a full disclosure, transparency. Some of these investment projects will take place, of course, we have seen them in the headlines. For those who have looked or those who wish to go see and go look about them, look upon them article now. But at the same time, full disclosure, full transparency. We now see that. We don't know how the money is being spent. And even when the revenue come in, we don't know how that benefit Jamaican citizens. Well, the Prime Minister said more constructive criticism. And I will leave that today. even within him own party. But tell me what you think. Not until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours, of course, for to live, love, and first and foremost, if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform, the like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, good reason, and also join the discussion. Not until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours, if you want to live, love, and prosper, if you want to stay tuned.